Hello and welcome to Natural Talk with Angel. We have our guest here today with us, Torrance King with Ancient Egyptian Tooth Scrub. Hey Torrance, how are you?
How you doing today? Good morning.
Great. Torrance is going to be talking to us today about a tooth scrub that he invented. And barring that he did kind of steal a little bit from the ancient Egyptians, but we'll let that slide. It's still his. He's going to be talking to us today about his tooth scrub and how it can help to not only whiten and brighten your smile, it coats your teeth, but it can also help with pain and actual repairing the tooth. So Torrance, I'm going to give it over to you. Why don't you tell us how you, tell us your background, how you came to be interested in this and how you got started.
Yes, by all means. Well, it started from a toothache. I needed some tooth help, and I went to the dentist, and the dentist only gave me two options. It was only a minor tooth pain, but they only had the option of extraction or a root canal with a cap, which means a false tooth over it. And both of those were either painful or just too final for me. So I said, no, thank you. I left the office and I did my research. And what I came up with was my ancient Egyptian tooth scrub. And yes, it started from ancient Egypt, but I went all around the world and combined a few of the best practices, and techniques, and combined it to make my product. And it's great too.
It is, and I have personally tried it. I had a tooth that I had a little bit of pain, and it helped. It really did. And we're gonna jump ahead a little bit here in that. I can attest to you that it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be as far as taste. I am one that I cannot stand yucky tasting stuff. I mean, I'm a very picky eater for that reason.
Oh,
If it
no.
doesn't taste good, I don't want it. So I was very scared to put this in my mouth. I had my cup of water ready, boy. But
It's not like that.
it's not bad at all. It tasted a little salty, but that's it. It wasn't, and it wasn't overly salty like, oh my God, I'm going to gag.
No,
But it just had a salty taste to it. So I was pleasantly surprised that it wasn't, I didn't have any gag reflex or anything.
no, it's not. It's truly not that bad. Like I said, the worst thing is it's just salty. That's the senses about it. It's a little salty, but other than that, it works great, and it whitens and brightens your smile. And like you said earlier, it's the only product I know that actually coats your teeth from food, smoke, coffee stains, and while it's coating your teeth, it's also removing decay from your teeth. So that's what makes it really unique.
Yeah, and it did help the pain. I did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the
Well,
pain.
that's another version. We have three versions. One is the regular version, of course, and then we have a honey flavored version, kind of brown with honey in it, raw honey. And what I gave you was the tooth pain reliever added version. We have it's the same product, just has an all natural tooth pain reliever added to it, which does not numb the pain; it kills the pain, as you know.
Right.
It doesn't
Right.
just mask it. It actually removes the decay and starts to get rid of it, so the pain stays away as long as you use the product.
Right. And I can attest to that too, because I did get a little lax. I used it, the pain went away, and I said, oh, sweet. And then I didn't use it for like two days, and I had no pain for that 2 days. And then it started coming back. I was like, okay, let me use it again. The pain went away, and I stopped. And so my husband told me, he said, didn't that guy tell you, keep using it on a daily basis for a while? I was like, yeah. So See, I'm just as bad as everybody else. I'm just being real here. You know,
It's
it's
okay.
hard to get in new habits. So,
Yes.
uh, but
And this is
anyway,
very new. Yes, it's very new too.
and so this is a product that is completely natural.
Completely. Yes.
Completely
Completely.
natural.
Yes.
No additives, no preservatives, no.
Right. No additives, no preservatives. It's vitamins, minerals, and herbs. That's about
Awesome.
it.
Awesome. And so it is completely safe then.
Oh
To
yes,
use.
completely safe. Completely. It's actually edible. It's just that it tastes so salty you wouldn't want to swallow too much of it. That's about it. Yeah, you can actually eat it if you like.
Yeah. Carry a lot of water with you if you go to eating it.
Yeah, I mean I don't recommend you eating it because it's gonna be really salty, but that's how safe it is.
And then it also whitens. So people are out there spending tons of money on tooth polishes and whiteners and going to the dentist and having all that heavy bleaching and stuff that is really not good for your teeth.
Right. Negative side effects. Now, all those things you just named have negative side effects, meaning it may whiten your teeth, but they're also going to weaken your enamel.
Yes. Yes.
And my product actually strengthens your enamel. It actually gets into the holes of your enamel, fills it, and what's called mineralizes it, meaning it gets it harder. It calcifies and mineralizes it.
So it's kind of like, so somebody who already, let's say, has gone through this process and all of these different harsh things that we've done to our teeth over the years, and they've worn down that enamel. So is this something that, I know that the enamel itself you can't get back, but
Right, you can't get that back.
is it something that it'll coat it and make it hard enough
Right,
that you don't
exactly.
have to worry about that you have no more enamel?
That's exactly right. It'll coat it and fill the little holes and make it harder. Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
awesome.
But like
Awesome.
you said, if you don't use it, water and over time it'll go away. So you have to keep using it to help it stay hard and keep working.
Right. Okay. Now, is this something that you would replace your regular toothpaste with?
Uh, Me personally, I have yes, because toothpaste has certain products in it that I don't recommend. I'm not a dentist, so I can't tell you not to use it. But what I can say is my product does not have any additives, preservatives, anything that will hurt your teeth. Everything in my product helps your mouth in
What about
every way.
fluoride?
Well, sometimes my product does not contain fluoride because that is not natural. Um,
That's a good answer. Good answer. Because fluoride, so many people don't realize. You know, we've been sold this bill of goods about how fluoride will help protect your teeth and all of this
mm,
stuff, but they don't tell you all the negative stuff that goes along with that fluoride.
right, they sure
So,
don't.
right. So that's awesome. I love that it does not have the
No,
fluoride.
not at all.
So it is really safe.
Yes, it's extremely safe. And like I said, every product, I mean, every ingredient is added to the specific purpose of helping either your mouth or your teeth. It goes, it actually helps your mouth to keep the good bacteria and helps that to kill the bad bacteria in your mouth. So instead of you using like something that's alcohol based, like certain mouthwash are alcohol based, and that kills everything. When they say kills 99.99% of germs, they're talking about the good stuff and the bad stuff. They don't tell you that also.
Right.
And
And we do need a certain amount of bacteria,
yes, you do.
the right type of bacteria.
Right. It's called probiotics. Right. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Well, now I found it interesting that you were able to research and find this in the ancient Egyptian history because yeah, I've often wondered with all of our modern technologies, we get so laxed in thinking that, oh, this is the only way, this is the best way, it's the only way. But people have lived for thousands and thousands of years before they had crest. Hello and welcome back. This is part two. We had to split this up into two segments here. We had already touched on a lot of what the product was good for. So I believe we left off with Torrance was going to show us a picture of his tooth and how this can actually repair your teeth. So Torrance?
Right. Yes, that's where we left off at. So what my product does is actually coat your teeth, and while it's coating your teeth, it removes tooth decay while it's coating your teeth. So my example of that is right here. This is before. You can see how the decay is going down to filling already in there, and it's still going down into the tooth. And you can also see there's a hole that has been filled right there in the tooth. You know there? Well, after about a month of using my product, same tooth, much less decay.
Look at that.
And the hole has been mineralized and filled.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And you can also see the brown part around the silver, near the silver,
the filling, right.
how large it is on one side and how small it is on the other as well.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And how faint it is. You know, it's deep in color here, and it's less than a month later, almost gone here.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's just awesome.
Mm-hmm. Right. So I don't think there's anything on the product. I mean, any product on the market that can do that. So I'm very proud about that.
That's awesome. I'm excited about long-term use and what it's going to do for me.
Mm-hmm. That's why I say we have a tooth pain killer formula, because while removing the decay, it's going to remove pain, because tooth decay causes tooth pain. You know, the pores of your teeth get open, and different substances get down to your tooth nerve and bother it, and that causes tooth decay. Tooth aches. And so what my product does is removes that tooth decay, and so the pain naturally goes away.
Well, that's absolutely awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I am so excited. I'm excited for y'all to try his product. It's great, and it doesn't taste bad. I think we talked about that in the first video, but it's just a little salty, so it's not anything that's nasty or gross.
Right.
But and the ancient Egyptians and others, they had to have used something for tooth decay, because not everybody had wooden teeth back then.
That's right. And the ancient Egyptians were the first ones to realize we have to do something. Like, we have to do something other than what we've been doing before to make our teeth last. So that's where I started from. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Well, Torrance, is there anything else that you'd like to tell us about your product?
Well, I'd like to tell you where to find me. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida, at the Ramona Boulevard Flea Market every weekend. And if you're not in the Jacksonville area, you can email me at ae2scrub@gmail.com with your name, address, and phone number, and we can negotiate to you a bottle or two. Yeah.
Awesome. And also, if you yourself or anybody who has had issues with drugs and has their teeth are not good from that, this is a good product.
Oh, yes, because I'm glad you mentioned that. Because my product coats your teeth, if you know someone who uses really hard drugs like cocaine or meth, as you know, they actually degrade your enamel and really make it go away. Well, my product will coat your teeth and actually try and save your enamel, so you might not be able to get the person off the bad thing, but you can give them a good thing to help save their smile.
Make them feel good anyway for a little while.
Well, health. It's about health. I mean, you can't save them one way, so you save them another way. You know?
Right. Well, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing with us. And if y'all are wanting to connect with Torrance, just if you can't find him at the flea market, you can always reach out to us. We'll get you in contact as well. And I will post his contact information in the show notes below, or above, I should say. Below on one channel and above on the other.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much, Torrance, for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Y'all have a great day.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.